What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Minecraft with me, your boy Iggy. Today, we got something special. We got the 30th episode World Tour Special. Got my brand new Shrek Supreme shirt on for it, you know. Gotta have a special shirt for the special occasion. Just came out, and you know, Shrek is love, Shrek is life. So, anyway, without further ado, let's hop right into it and go over some of the things that we have worked on this series so far. So figure what better place to start than our little beginning campsite. This is where we first settled down. This was our first bed actually that we made, and first bed that we ever placed. If you recall from watching this series, we did not actually build the starter house until around episode 10. So before that was mostly just prep work. So we started off with our little camp here, and then we had our strip mine, which is down this way. This was actually our original temporary storage room. Now it is where I grow my brown mushrooms. So kind of neat. Yeah, just down here is your basic, you know, strip mine. Pretty simple stuff, you know, nothing too crazy. I know there's a lot of confusion when the update first came out as to the best level as to find diamonds, and I settled on 7, which is what I've always used. I know some people used to use 16, some people did 11, some people did 6. I always preferred 7, and it worked pretty good for me. At one point you can see I actually tried coming down to 5 to see if, you know, things were a little bit better, but honestly, I had the best luck at level 7, so I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but moving right along with our tour, coming back up the little stairway here from our strip mine, where we spent quite a bit of time. You can see our wonderful mob tower, but just kind of working our way around the world. Ooh, we got to watch out for the creeper in the boat. But if you come back over this direction, this is actually where we imported our villagers from, and actually those are our turtles that we're gonna have to breed up here at some point. But right here is the way down to our drown farm. So it's basically, with the shader pack it's hard to see down there, but there's basically a zombie spawner underneath the tinted glass, and they basically just go into a little chute, come up the water elevator right there. Up above there's another little thing where they get converted into the drown, and then they drop right here, kill them, collect the loot. You can see we already got 45 copper ingots from that, and that was before 1.17.1, so that was when the rates were half what they are now, so I'm sure this will be even better. But nice little original farm here where we got all of our XP at the beginning. Heading right back up and moving right along with the tour. We come back over this way. We've got our starter house, which is actually our villager breeder and villager trading hall, all kind of tucked in one here. So if we come right on up, we can see we have since moved, but this was just kind of an area that never really got built up. Maybe at some point I'll come back in, decorate this. We can do an episode on interior decor and whatnot. But basically, we got the villagers' land right there. Here's our villager breeder right here with the breeding villagers. Nice little Tango Tet contraption. Got our little bedroom right there, and our original enchanting station. You know, complete with some fancy magenta candles. Moving right along, we come upstairs. This is where our storage room originally was, but now it's just some empty space. Haven't decided what to do with it. Maybe there's some farms or something that would fit in here, but you know, if you got a good idea, leave it down in the comments below, and maybe we can do something cool with up here. But anyway, continuing along with our tour, since you know we don't have a ton of time and we got a lot to see. Coming right down here, we've got our zombie villager conversion station. So basically, villager lands here, gets moved along to the zombie where they get zombified, and then they get moved to right here where they are cured with the potion and golden apple, and then they get sent to wherever they need to go, depending on their profession. We've got our farmers, some alchemists. Neither of these dudes wanted to give me the Ender Pearl trade, so they are probably going to have to be swapped out at some point. But got our masons right here. And back over here, we've got all of our librarians for glass, all the enchanted books, lanterns, pretty much a lot of the best stuff. Bookshelves you can get from the librarians, but right down here we've got our automatic carrot and potato farm. So this guy farms up the carrots, tries to give them to his buddy right here, and they end up in the chest, which these actually need to be emptied out. But here's the potato farm, same deal. Actually, just go grab that poisonous potato so it doesn't clog up his inventory. But yeah, and then down here it's basically just a little hallway. This is where we store the carrots and the potatoes and stuff from the farm back over there. This is where our Nether farm was. Haven't decided what to do with the space, but basically just got a nice little underground tunnel here. Comes over to our couple of our geodes. So we've got one big one that's all dug out right here. And I'm debating filling this up with water once we get a little further and we have sea lanterns, so then we can just put a conduit down in here and then harvest it all. Everything will float to the top. Makes it a lot easier to gather than scaffolding all over the place. So might try something with that, but that's one of the geodes. That's probably our second biggest one. This is our little dinky, kind of crappy one right here. Yeah, it's whatever. Moving right along though, continuing down the hallway. This basically just goes down to the storage building and super smelter, as well as the moss and azalea farm. So we're down here. This is where all of our moss carpets, azalea, flowering azaleas, as well as bone meal, which already needs to be emptied again. This is probably super backed up. It's not too bad just yet. I'm gonna have to remember to come back and empty that out, but yeah, this is just basically the basement of the this room, which again, more space that we can do something with. And then up here is just the iron farm, but we'll loop back around to that as we continue the tour. We'll finish up going through the basements, and then we'll go back up and take a look at the surface. So it's nice to have everything kind of connected up with tunnels. It's something I always do. I may probably actually put a minecart that goes down through here, which is why I left no stairs in the middle, so we can move villagers around if we have to. But down here, we've got our giant furnace array, 64 furnaces. Got them going on both sides. If you come down this way, got our lava bucket farm, and this thing, I mean, produces. Like, I have not emptied it that many times, but I mean, we've got like lava buckets for days on both sides, so more than enough to do some serious smelting jobs in there. This actually right here is a slime chunk that I've got prepped for a upcoming episode. We're a little bit high up in the world, have to go down another 19, but yeah, I'll probably just do a small little slime farm, because I've done like the max size for a single chunk one in my last world, and it was such a pain to keep up with, keep it empty, keep it from overflowing. It just wasn't worth the hassle. But up here, we've got our storage room, and actually we can, well, we'll take a look from the inside, and then we'll have a gander from the outside. But right here's a nice little renewable water source. If I ever need a bucket of water in a pinch, just come and grab it from the cauldron, which refills over time. Basically, we've got all of our organics right here, our nether stuff right here, some more organic stuff, all of our woods. So logs are in these two, wood products like, you know, stuff that's already been crafted goes in these. Leaves, saplings, all that good stuff. Got all of our glass here, all labeled and named, so we know which one is which. Very nice. All of our 1.17 blocks, you know, amethyst, you know, the, what is it, deep slate, all that good stuff. Polished basalt, dripstone. You know, we've got our classics right there, stone, cobblestone, all that good stuff. Sand, sandstone, gravel, dirt variations. our fancy things. Redstone contraptions, some more of the rare blocks, mob drops, more mob drops, and general loot. End stuff, more end stuff. We've got our marble, our ocean monument stuff will be going right there. Some more nether blocks right there. Yeah, all in all, it's definitely quite the storage room. If we move upstairs, we've got all of our wools. So all the wool that is collected in the wool farm right over here next door from these guys, which we'll loop around and see, gets sorted and put automatically into the appropriate chest, chugging right along, which is great. Over here, we've just got some, bulk storage for the things that we're going to probably have lots of. So, moss is a big one. And actually, check it out. I got my migration cape for migrating my account. They finally added it. So I've actually got a official non-Optifine cape, which is pretty awesome. I'm super stoked about that. Pretty cool. So if you're got a veteran account, you may want to consider migrating your Mojang account to your Microsoft account so you can get your cape. But alrighty, continuing along up on the top floor of the storage building, we've got basically our hanging roots farm right there. Got our little glow lichen farm right here. You just bone meal it, shear it. Cocoa beans, netherwort, glowberries, vines. We got our shears for the vines. Got our hoe for the netherwort. Over here is our dripstone farm, which works pretty well for the size. Thinking about automating it with a flying machine going back and forth, but I don't know if we really have enough room in here. That may be a project that we build somewhere else. Like I said, that's the beauty of Minecraft, is there's always something you can do. We got Gene's head and the wither head right there from the wither fight. Some souvenirs. Right here is the little balcony I added just to make it easy to fly into the storage building instead of having to use the door, but we'll fly right back over to where we had originally started, which was over here. And instead of going back over that direction where the farm was, since we've already seen the starter house right there, we've got a nice little structure that I actually just built for this video. This is where our Nether Portal is located. And I actually left a gap right here so I could get a boat through. I always make sure that my bridges are tall enough to get boats under as well. That's a major key. But yep, just in here, kind of decorated with some amethyst and some root, or the little dangly root. I forget what they're called, but yeah, I just thought that the color of the Nether Portal went perfectly with the amethyst block. So I thought this was kind of a cool way to decorate and kind of disguise the portal. We'll check out the Nether here in a little bit. Oh yeah, and then we got a little chest with our gold helmet, extra flint and steel, and some fire potions. Just stuff that I grab before I head into the Nether. Always got to make sure we go prepared. But moving right along, come over here, we've got our little composting machine, which is basically just a chest you put your seeds in, which goes into a hopper, which feeds into a composter, which feeds into another hopper, which goes into a chest, and basically all the seeds that I get from harvesting the field over there, I just chuck into the thing and get some extra bone meal. Which is great early game when you don't have a skeleton farm or any way to get that stuff. Really helpful to, set up some stuff like that. But got a unwanted visitor. Get out of here. But so yeah, right here, this was our farm building. This was one of the first buildings that we actually, like our first, I guess you could say, large structures. Inside here, we have got our mob farm, which is, I believe it was 23 floors tall. So that goes all the way down to bedrock. Over here we've got our automatic pumpkins and melon farms, which is chugging right along. Right here is the honey bottle farm next to the honey comb farm. And then all of the, extra goes into here or into the storage room. Stepping right on down, we've got, like I said, melons, pumpkins, all that good stuff. More than enough room, and then at the end, just got a overflow composter. Not that it'll ever reach that point, but if it does, it's nice to have. Up here, we've got our sugarcane farm with our original failed dripstone farm, which chugging right along. Down here is where you collect the drops from the mob farm. So we've got all of our gunpowder, quite a bit actually, quite a bit of bones, you know, all that good stuff, rotten flesh, arrows, and then just miscellaneous stuff kind of goes in here. Things that fell into the system or just kind of worked its way through in one way or another. And then we've got our little pathway back up, or elevator I should say, back up to the surface. Moving right along down our path over here, we have the iron farm, which we were just in the basement of. That's where our moss farm is, but basically got 3 villagers on each side, zombie in the middle, and you can see it's currently working just fine. This was a Logical Geek Boy design, and then I modified it so that the actual iron goes there, and then all of the poppies get filtered out and converted into bone meal. So kind of a neat little design here. Whoop. Close that back up. There's the storage building, which we've already seen the inside of. Outside's not really anything too spectacular, but worked your way around. We actually got our wool farm right here. This is the most recent addition to the base in terms of farms. I'll have to get some custom trees in here at some point, but yep, inside connects over to the storage room right there. We've got some extra sheep right here. All of them silent, so I don't have to listen to them constantly. Moving right along, got the actual wool farm, which is fully stocked with shears, so there's no way that this thing's ever going to run out. And then coming up to the top, we've got our cows, and then our cow farm that we actually built last episode. And as you can see, it's actually ready to be harvested. So you basically just come and give them a whack. Same thing over here. Give them a whack and let all the stuff get picked up, and boom. Look at that. Quite a bit of leather. We can grab it and might as well breed these guys up again while we're here. Alright, that's good. Turn that off. Put our wheat back, and you can see the babies fall right into there. So, excellent. Things are working great. So now that's about everything that we've got over here at the actual, you know, kind of main base area. A couple other things of interest to see. Kind of take a look at it from a distance. It's kind of cool. But over across the lake here, we have got our spider farm. And actually, I like to try to fly through there. That's always fun for me. But right over here, we've got our spider spawner. Little old western style build. Spiders come right along in there. You just whack them. Come right up inside. Somehow they always poison me through the floor, which is kind of annoying, but just going to put a little enchanting setup right here. Never got around to it, but I guess we can use this opportunity to head into the Nether and have a look at what we got in the Nether. And I don't have my gold helmet, but that should be okay. And it's kind of dark. I don't know if the torches are going to help much, but you can see we've got the ice roads all set up. Everything's fully spawn proof because I got sick of stuff spawning up here at all my roads. I have to excuse the wonkiness, and then we can just kind of hop out here. But yeah, this guy I'm saving for doing some trading with later. He's actually killed me once or twice. Pick up that amethyst came through, but Yep, at the very end of this, we got a double blaze spawner that I was going to make a farm out of at some point, and then we've got the various Nether Fortress, the Mushroom Island, where we've got our ocean monuments that we need to do something with in an upcoming episode, and then I believe this way goes to the stronghold and the jungle. So it's kind of cool, just your basic Nether hub. We do need to get on top of the ceiling here at some point. Still haven't done that. Actually, I had a ladder. I think it was right here. Yeah, this is the one that we can Ender Pearl through to get onto the Nether roof, so we can start doing some cool projects up there, like the gold farm. Because now that we're end game, it's time to start the fun stuff. You know, ocean monuments, big gold farms, all that cool stuff. Which we should have just enough time to get done before 1.18 comes out, if it releases when they say that it will, which is supposed to be this winter. But all in all, I believe that's the whole base. Actually, no, there's one more thing that I forgot, and that's right over back this way, behind our little mob farm building. Right here, we actually have our pinnacle of amethyst. I mean, there's so much in here you can't even really see it all easily. Let's see if we can get a good... Yeah, I mean, this thing is just enormous. But yeah, so all in all, that's the world, and that's what we've got so far in 1.17. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with the way that things are coming out. We've done some big builds, we've done some little builds, but all in all, we've done fun builds, and that's what really matters. So thanks for tuning in, watching. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. I love reading your comments. Share the video with a friend if you think they might be interested. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Twitch, and Patreon. I'll actually have the world download for this world on my Patreon, so you definitely want to check that out if you think that this is a world that you'd like to explore for yourself. I also plan on putting my 1.16 world, which I've got a world tour video for as well, on there. So don't want to miss that. Definitely check it out. But other than that, thanks for watching. As always, you have a great day, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.